Germany, a country known for its rich history, vibrant culture, and significant influence on the global stage. From the bustling streets of Berlin to the serene landscapes of Bavaria, Germany is a land of contrasts and unity. Land of Oktoberfest, where millions gather to celebrate with beer and bratwurst. Home to David Hasselhoff fans, who still remember his iconic performance at the Berlin Wall. And this Sunday, a super important election that could shape the future of this nation. This is the kind of election that could change everything. The stakes are high and the atmosphere is charged with anticipation. Voters from all walks of life will head to the polling stations, each with their own hopes and dreams for the future. Will Germany keep things the same, or will they try something new? The conversations are intense. From the urban centers to the rural heartlands, everyone has an opinion, and everyone is eager to see what the future holds. Get ready, everyone. Things are about to get interesting. Campaign rallies have been electrifying with passionate speeches and enthusiastic crowds. The energy is palpable and the excitement is building. This Sunday, Germans will decide their future. It's a momentous occasion, a day when every vote counts and every voice matters. The nation will come together to make a choice that will echo for years to come. It's a big deal, really big. The world will be watching as the results come in, and the tension will be palpable. Newsrooms will be buzzing with activity, and people will be glued to their screens waiting for the outcome. What's at stake? A lot. The future direction of the country, the policies that will shape everyday life, and the leadership that will guide Germany through the challenges ahead. It's a decision that will impact not just Germany, but the entire world. This isn't just about picking a new leader, it's about choosing a path forward. The candidates have laid out their visions, and now it's up to the people to decide which vision they believe in. It's a moment of reflection and decision. It's about deciding where Germany is headed. Will the country embrace change, or will it hold on to the familiar? The discussions are everywhere, from coffee shops to boardrooms, as people weigh the pros and cons of each option. Will things stay the same, or will they be totally different? The nation is divided, with strong opinions on both sides. It's a time of uncertainty, but also of hope and possibility. One thing's for sure, the whole world is watching. International newsrooms are covering every detail, and analysts are offering their predictions. The global community is keenly interested in the outcome, knowing that it will have far-reaching implications, and probably guessing what will happen. Speculation is rampant, with everyone trying to predict the results. It's a time of excitement and anxiety as the world waits to see what Germany will decide. Because let's be honest, everyone loves a little political drama. The twists and turns of the election are captivating, and the reactions will be intense. It's a story that will unfold in real time, with the world watching every moment. So, who are the important people in this German political story? Let's dive into the key players shaping the landscape of German politics today. Let's meet them, shall we? These figures are not just names in the news. They are the architects of policies and the faces of their respective parties. First, we have Olaf Scholz and the SPD. They're in charge now, but they're not very popular right now. Scholz, the current Chancellor, has a reputation for being pragmatic and steady, but his party is struggling with public approval. The SPD, or Social Democratic Party, has historically been one of the two major political forces in Germany, but recent times have seen their influence wane. Scholz's leadership is often seen as a balancing act, trying to maintain stability while addressing the pressing issues of the day. Then there's Friedrich Merz and the CDU. They're like that kid who always runs for class president, even though they haven't been cool since elementary school. The Christian Democratic Union, once the dominant force under Angela Merkel, is now trying to find its footing in a post-Merkel era. Merz, with his conservative stance, aims to bring the party back to its roots, but faces the challenge of appealing to a modern electorate. His leadership is marked by a push for traditional values and economic reforms. And then there's the surprise guest, the one everyone's talking about, the far-right AfD. They're getting more popular in the polls, and their ideas are, well, extreme. The Alternative for Germany, or AfD, has capitalized on public discontent and fears, pushing a nationalist and anti-immigration agenda. Their rise in popularity is a significant shift in the political landscape, reflecting a growing divide in public opinion. The AfD's rhetoric and policies often spark controversy and debate, making them a polarizing force in German politics. But wait, there's more. We've also got the Greens and the FDP, working together in a way that's not very stable. The Greens, with their focus on environmental issues and social justice, have gained significant support, especially among younger voters. The Free Democratic Party, or FDP, champions economic liberalism and individual freedoms. Their coalition is an attempt to balance progressive and liberal values, but it's a delicate partnership, often fraught with disagreements and compromises. And let's not forget Die Linke, the party that's just trying to survive. The Left Party, or Die Linke, represents the far left spectrum of German politics. They advocate for social equality, workers' rights, and anti-capitalist policies. However, their influence has been waning, and they face an uphill battle to remain relevant in a crowded political field. Their struggle is emblematic of the broader challenges faced by leftist movements in contemporary politics. It's a crowded election, everyone. With so many parties vying for power, the political landscape is more fragmented than ever. Each party brings its own vision for Germany's future, and the outcome of this election will shape the country's direction for years to come. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the policies, promises, and potential impacts of these political players. Now let's talk about the important topics. These are the issues that hit closest to home for most people, the ones that affect their daily lives and their future. Because this election is about more than just politics. It's about the real-life concerns that keep people up at night and the hopes they have for a better tomorrow. First, the economy. Prices are going up in Germany, just like everywhere else. The cost of living is rising, and it's becoming harder for families to make ends meet. From groceries to gas, everything is getting more expensive. And voters are noticing. They want to know who's going to help them afford things. They are looking for leaders who have real solutions to these economic challenges, not just empty promises. Then there's immigration. It's a big topic everywhere, and Germany's no different. The country has seen a significant influx of immigrants over the past few years, and this has sparked a lot of debate. The AfD is making people scared about immigration, but other parties are trying to offer better solutions. They are focusing on integration and the benefits that immigrants bring to the country. And of course, we can't forget about climate change. Germany has been a leader in clean energy, but there's still a lot of discussion about how to fix this global problem. The country is at a crossroads, deciding how to balance economic growth with environmental responsibility. It's a lot for one election to handle. But these are the bread and butter issues that matter most to voters. They are looking for leaders who will address these concerns head-on and make a real difference in their lives. Let's talk about the AfD. They're like that relative you hope doesn't come to family parties. They're controversial, their views on immigration. They don't like diversity. Their economic ideas, well, let's just say they're not very helpful for most people. They're taking advantage of people's frustrations in Germany, especially older voters who feel forgotten. But a lot of people are worried about them, both in Germany and in other countries, because a far-right party getting powerful in Germany, that's not good. The Greens, on the other hand, are like that friend who's always trying to get you to eat healthy. They care about the environment, they want to stop climate change, and they'll tell you about it. They've become more popular lately, especially with young people. But now things are difficult for them. They're part of the current government, which means they've had to compromise, and not everyone's happy about it. Some people feel like they've changed too much, that they're not as focused on the environment as they used to be. But others say they're being realistic, that you can't fix everything quickly. It's a tough situation, and we'll see what happens. Section 6. The world is watching. This election isn't just important for Germany. Everyone is paying attention, because what happens in Germany affects other countries, especially in Europe. Germany is the strongest economy in Europe. If Germany votes for big changes, what will that mean for the European Union? Will other countries become more conservative or even more extreme? These are the questions that worry world leaders. And then there's Russia. Germany's been trying to support Ukraine without making Russia angry. Who wins the election could change how that situation goes. So, yes, the world is watching, and maybe a little worried. Let's talk about the voters, especially the young people. and the middle class. Things are hard for them right now. Everything costs more, but their pay isn't going up. And finding a place to live they can afford is almost impossible. They're wondering if anyone in charge understands their problems. They're the ones who will be most affected by this election, but they often feel ignored. Many are disappointed with the usual political parties. They want someone new, someone who understands their struggles. Who will they choose? Section 8, guessing the outcome. So what could happen? Well, it's German politics, so get ready for some complicated teamwork. It's unlikely that any one party will win enough votes to control the government. That means parties will have to work together. Will the SPD and the CDU team up again? Will the Greens try to form a government with Die Linke? Or will the AfD somehow become part of the government? It's hard to say. One thing's for sure, German politics is never boring. This election isn't just about Germany, it's about the future of Europe. It's about fighting climate change. It's about the rise of extreme political parties and the future of democracy. A lot of responsibility for Germany. The world is waiting to see what happens. Let's hope Germany makes a good choice. For more general knowledge and awareness stories like this, please like, share, and subscribe.